especially if you're older and you spend all day sitting down. You gotta loosen up those hips before you start kicking. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take balance all the way out, and we're gonna use a chair or something where you can balance and hold on to. Okay, we're gonna start with just lifting your leg to the front. Now what I don't wanna do is I don't wanna swing my leg up. I'm gonna use my muscle here to lift my leg. So I'm gonna lift it straight up and back down. We're gonna do this 10 times. All right, after you've done that, now we gotta go out to the side. We wanna use the hip flexor here on the side, the glute medius and minimus right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my leg, I'm gonna do a slight pivot on my base leg. So I'm turning my heel towards the way I'm gonna swing my leg. Now, I'm gonna take this leg and I'm gonna lift it. Now again, I don't wanna swing it up. Okay, I'm trying to activate the muscle here. So I'm gonna lift and back down, just like this. And we'll do that 10 times. Now we're also gonna go backwards, so warming up the glute here. So I'm gonna put both hands on the chair. Now what I wanna avoid doing is opening up my legs, so I'm gonna keep my eyes forward. I'm gonna try to keep my toes pointed down. And this isn't gonna go super high unless you're very flexible, but we're just trying to warm up all 3 sides. You're gonna do that on both sides. Okay, so first we're gonna start with crescent kicks, okay? So I'm going to take this leg and I'm gonna cross it over in the front. The first crescent kick we're gonna do is called an outside crescent kick, which means I'm going to strike with the outside of my foot, so that's the pinky side, okay? Of course, my hands need to be up. How high? Eye high, that's right. So now I'm gonna take this leg, I'm gonna cross it over. Now I'm gonna lift my leg up and then draw a circle out, okay? So again, cross and kick. Now this is the beginning part. Now if you are more advanced, you can start in a fighting stance and just bring your leg across as you throw your kick. All right, so now we're gonna do an inside crescent kick. So that means I'm striking with the inside of my foot. Now for this one, I'm gonna start with my leg behind me, so kind of in a front stance, okay? I'm gonna lift my leg up on the outside and I'm gonna bring it across my body, striking with the inside of my foot, so it looks like this. Alright, so now with the spinning crescent kick, you spin doing an outside crescent kick. So I'm going to, again, strike with the outside of my foot. So I will take this leg and put it behind me. Now the leg that's in the back is the one that's going to kick. I'm going to spin over my front foot. So what it looks like without the kick is I lift my back leg and it's like I'm stepping over a large log and I put my leg back down. Again, spin and lift over the log. Now when we do the kick, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna extend your kick in the front. So a big mistake is usually to kick too early, where your kick ends up over here. I want the peak or the top of my kick to be right in the center. So I'm gonna lift my foot in the front, create kind of an egg shape, and then place it back down. So here we go. Now, you can cheat this turn just a little bit by taking your front foot and half turning it. So I'm going to turn my heel towards the camera here. Okay, so when I do this, this kind of preps me for spinning and throwing that kick. And once you have that down, cheat turn, kick, then you can do the full movement just like that. All right, so now we're gonna do the jump, spin, crescent kick, okay? Now a common mistake with this one is not jumping high enough when you do your spin. Okay, so we wanna really explode off of both feet. So I'm going to start to spin and bend. Now as I come around, I'm going to explode up and throw my kick. All right, now it looks a little silly doing it slowly, so here it goes in full speed.